Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. We have all kinds of fun stuff coming your way today. I'm starting with laundry, and that's typically what I do. Even if I don't film it, I typically start my day with laundry just because that can be working for me in the background, but all kinds of deep cleaning motivation. I'm working in my office a lot because it was a disaster. Also deep cleaning the boys' room and doing some fun stuff in the bathroom with organization. So if you're here, I'm so appreciative of you and that you choose to come back to my channel. And if you're new, I hope that you'll choose to stick around and subscribe and make sure that you say hi in the comments.
I wanna get away, but I could use some company. If you're alone like me, we could go on a trip. Girl, I wanna see the sun, dive into the deep ocean.
This is my office with like a week's worth of basically neglecting it. This week was so busy. We had baby showers and a wedding and other showers, and I was making all kinds of stuff. I still have more stuff to make, but this is definitely overwhelming. Mark tried to come in here with me last night and he couldn't even fit in here. So I'm gonna get this cleaned up and get it vacuumed. I also think I'm gonna have to do something different than this rug. First of all, it doesn't really match well with the walls, and I love the walls. And it just non-stop shifts all over the place and it kind of drives me crazy. So I might even do no rug in here or some type of outdoor rug that maybe doesn't move so much. We'll see, but for now I'm gonna get all this stuff straightened up and get everything back in my Cricut closet.
Just give in to the fire, 'cause I'ma take you higher. You're my only desire. Yeah. Let's take a break from the stress and the hate. Feel the loving, feel the rhythm, singing oh na na, oh na na. I wanna go where the birds fly low. Feel my heartbeat, feel the music, singing oh na 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 na. I can take you anywhere you want if you come with me tonight.
So which type of person are you? Are you a clean as you go type of person, or do you wait until it gets absolutely disastrous and there is nowhere to even stand or sit and then you tackle it? I have to say that I'm probably more of the latter, even though I wish that I wasn't. It's just how it is, and a lot of times I'm doing things last minute because of who I am again as a person. So I end up leaving a mess behind because I have to focus on all the other stuff that I need to do just to get out of the door. So unfortunately, I come back to a mess a lot of the times. It would be a dream of mine to leave my house for anything and know that it is perfectly clean, but I don't know if that day will ever come.
If you come with me tonight, say the words and I'll make it happen. Where do you wanna go? I can take you anywhere you want. If you come with me tonight.
I do love this rug so much. My sister gave it to me. She bought it for her house and it just didn't go super well, or as well as she thought it was gonna go. So I knew that I wanted to use it somewhere in my house, and I thought the office would be perfect, but then I painted the office and it didn't really seem to go. So I ended up moving it down to my closet, which I did not film, but I did show over on Instagram, and I love the way that it looks in there. I don't know if it's gonna stay long term though, because I just feel like a rug on carpet, unless it's the right kind of material, it's going to end up getting on your nerves and piling up. Although I know I've mentioned this before, but I've seen on some accounts over on Instagram, like fixer-upper accounts and people who do interior design, that they screw their rugs down on top of the carpet. This is like if it's on the second floor, I guess, because you can screw it into the subfloor. I don't know. I'd be a little nervous to do that, but I'm also really thinking that would be so cool for rugs to stay in place.
It doesn't even make sense why I think about you. It was only one night, only that time, and it's not my style to be caught up in the middle like this. 'Cause now I dream about you. I was probably too drunk, it's blurry, but I've got the image of you running circles in my mind right now. And it could fade away, but it probably won't. And I should let it be.
Hobby Lobby was having a sale on their vinyl the other day, and I might have gone a little bit crazy. They had some of the cutest colors and the most fun patterns, especially for like the cups, the tumblers that I like to do. And I'm actually making 4 of those. I need to do those today because I'm going to take them up north with me, which, by the way, on the day that y'all are watching this, we have just driven all day. We're going on a little road trip up to Indiana and possibly Michigan, but I think just Indiana, to see my cousin. She's having her 6th baby. Actually, she literally just had her a couple days ago, but it's going to be me and my 2 sisters, and then my niece and nephew and my 4 kids. We're going to take my van, of course. We all fit in there. It's going to be wonderful. I cannot wait. I'm so excited. Hopefully the trip goes well, but I wanted to get this video done ahead of time and put out there. So I am making some cups for me, my 2 sisters, and my cousin. I wanted them to be matching and have mama on them. Hopefully they turn out well. I'm doing them today, last minute, of course. And I just used all kinds of vinyl. I made some onesies for a baby shower that I went to. And then I also made a shirt for my best friend who was getting married. I made her a sign for her wedding too. There was one day where I felt like I was in my office just cricketing the day away, like all day. It was so much fun, but it also was a lot. That's probably why my office ended up being as disastrous as it was.
But I'm gonna dive into you. And maybe I tried, but what can I do? And it will be alright. So let me down. I'd rather we try than let these feelings slide. So I'm gonna dive into you. Dive into you.
I was just realizing that I guess I never officially showed y'all my mirror in my office. So a few videos back, y'all know I sanded this down, and it used to be the black IKEA mirror that's from IKEA, and I loved it for what we needed it for. But then when I wanted it up in my office, I knew I didn't really want black. So I sanded it down, and it looks great. I would say I like 95% love it. There's a small part of me that still wants to do a little something with it. I don't know if I want to maybe bleach it, get it a little bit lighter. I do like that I left the black on the insides and on the outsides. I just think that kind of gives it a pop and makes it stand out. So I don't really want to change that, but I might make it go a little bit lighter. I can't sand it down anymore because it is basically as sanded as it can get. But for now, I really love it in here. My kids are just about to head to bed, and y'all know my office is up here next to their room. So I wanted to bust out this bad boy. On Instagram the other day, I was cleaning it, and so many of y'all were asking how I clean it. So I might show later in this video or possibly the next one. But this is my Hoover Smart Wash. It's basically like a carpet and rug shampooer. It's incredible. Y'all have probably heard me talk about it on my channel before. My office floor is not like disgusting. The carpet's not disgusting or anything, but it has never been deep cleaned. So I know that this is going to get gross. So this is where all of the dirty water collects. And then this is the clean water that I just put in there, and it's warm. I like to use warm water. And then back here is where the soap is. This is the spot treatment soap that comes out of there. And then this is just like the soap that deep cleans. It is so amazing how this thing works.
Is it a little bit of danger that we seek? Walking closer to the edge than we really should. Why do we let our hearts back out there time and time again? Is it looking for my home?
This carpet cleaner is pretty awesome to me because there's no thinking involved with it. I've been overwhelmed in the past before when I use other shampooers, and then I just kind of give up. But this one seriously was made for me. You legitimately just press the red button to turn it on, and then when you push forward, it's cleaning, and when you pull it back, it is drying it. And then there's also a dry only button on it, which is nice because if you want to ensure that your carpets or rugs are getting as dry as they can be, you can turn that on and it only dries, which is great. And I'll show y'all that a little bit when I tackle the boys' room later, as well as spot treating some of their stains on their carpet in their room, because they are boys and their carpet was nasty.
We're taking on a step and hope to fly.
And speaking of nasty, I cannot believe that this water was just for my office alone, which is a tiny room and not many people are in here but me. So it makes me feel kind of gross, but it also makes me feel really good to know that that has been cleaned out of the carpets.
Roll the dice.
And apparently we are just on a very nasty streak right now. I just want y'all to go ahead and prepare your hearts for how gross this is and maybe fast forward it if you get queasy. I've never taken the lids off my toilets. Yes, I know this is a thing to do, but I mean, I don't think I ever did it at our old house either, and we lived there for at least 7 years. I cannot believe that I haven't done this, but I got so motivated when I watched my friend Amy's video. Our toilet seats were the porcelain or whatever they are that when you use cleaner on them, they just start to chip and they look horrible and they stain so easily and the stains do not come off. And then when they do come off, it takes part of the seat with it. So it's just not worth it. So I decided to replace them all with plastic seats. I know they're not quite as nice, but I don't really care because I'm going for cleaner over nicer looking. So this was not hard to do at all, just a little time consuming and definitely mega disgusting, but you just have to push through it to get the results, and I am so happy that I did it. And then that night I went ahead and ordered 3 more for the 3 other toilets in our house. I wanted to do just one at a time to make sure that it fit correctly, and it did. I was pretty proud of myself for doing this, even though it was probably one of the easiest things to do.
I once felt I'm done with the defense. Drove back and climbed over your fence. Had to show you that I was a mess. So you were shrugging your shoulders. Some closed off, that's what I told you. Soon enough, everything started to change. 'Cause there's no going back, no going back. There's no going back to your old life. Not living in the past, we're over that. I'm feeling it tonight, riding on the dizzying heights. Riding on the dizzying heights.
And just like that, it looks brand new again. I kind of wish I would have done this from the get-go, but I'm excited that it was even an option. And I guess I knew it was, but it just really clicked in my mind when I saw Amy doing it. So I'm so happy that she did it. Mark and I were talking as I was doing this, or he popped in for a second because he was trying to get some work done too and working out. And I said, I'm not going to say anything to the kids. And he said that too, because we wanted to see if they noticed the next day. And I think Max was the first person to notice. And then the girls definitely noticed. And then it was probably over halfway through the day. And I heard Bo calling out from the bathroom. He was like, hey, what's different about this thing? It was kind of cute because there's definitely a noticeable difference with how it feels. But with how it looks, I mean, you can't really tell a difference except it doesn't have stains anymore. I don't always walk around on my hands and knees and scrub the bathroom floor like this, but I had accidentally left my vacuum cleaner and I'm pretty sure my broom, because I couldn't see it, upstairs somewhere, I think in one of the kids' rooms. I'm not even totally sure. And I didn't really feel like going up and getting it. Maybe I was being a little bit lazy. So since this is such a small area, and I like using wipes because I can go ahead and grab the baseboards while I'm down there, that's just how I decided to clean it, and it looked really, really good. So I don't mind doing it if it's just smaller spaces, or especially if it's around the base of a toilet. I love using any type of Clorox or Lysol wipe for that. But now we're coming in the next day because that toilet was enough to just make me feel like, I think I'm done cleaning for today. And I'm starting with laundry again. Well, I'm really just folding and hanging up the load that I had done the day before, one of the loads, and then getting right to it and finishing everything up. This is also not just like cleaning, but it is me trying to get in the mindset of getting everything ready for us to be on the road and be gone for all those days. I don't like to leave my house messy, even though Mark's going to be here. I don't like it to be messy at all because it just, I don't know, it's like a mental thing for me for sure. And I know so many of y'all are like that too. So I obviously can leave it messy when I just go to church or go to the store. But if I go for any extended period of time, I cannot do that.
Hey, we can run away. You say you wanna do. You wanna go back, wanna go back. You wanna go back to a place where we can hide. You wanna stay there, wanna stay there. You wanna stay there, we can leave the pain behind. Stay, stay, stay. Like a wrecking ball, we can break them all to a higher ground. We will not be found. We can win the game. We can go insane like a shooting star. Don't you like a wrecking ball?
Mark and I both have had some pretty busy work days over this past week, so we haven't quite been able to carve out enough time to go to the pool because when we're there, we typically stay for hours. And so we set up the sprinklers in the backyard. They're still kind of set up back there. And we did them with the trampoline too. And my kids have been having an absolute blast out there. And it's nice that they can go out and play and we can see them, but we can still kind of try to get work done too. So the main laundry that I've had this week is a bunch of swimsuits, which is totally fine by me. We also have tried to get a little bit better with bathing the kids. Well, Mark bathes the boys, or sometimes they hop in the shower. The girls take showers themselves. But we've tried to get a little bit better with them doing it upstairs in their own bathrooms because typically everybody just has a big family party downstairs in our bathroom when we have these other bathrooms to use. So I am trying to keep the washcloths and towels stocked in each of their closets in their bathrooms to help that process move a little bit more smoothly. So far, it's gone really well. And not that we don't want them in our bathroom, but I just feel like if we have these bathrooms upstairs, we might as well use them. And it's a lot easier because they hop out of the bath or the shower and they're right there with their clothes and they can just get dressed and not have to run upstairs and hope that nobody's just standing at the front door.
We can win the game. We can go insane like a shooting star.
Okay, it's going to be very, very obvious here, but I'm not trying to make this bed look good. I was just setting up the covers for pretty much how the boys sleep at night. They only sleep in one bed, but they have been stealing covers and or falling off the bed almost every night. So Mark moved both comforters over there so they each have a comforter, but they can still sleep in the same bed. The other bed just stays empty all of the time. And then sometimes they even want Ava to come sleep with them too. They haven't had Kate this past week because she was really, really sick about a week and a half ago, or maybe 2 weeks ago now, and she is mostly fully recovered now, but we were just too nervous about anything potentially spreading, even though I think what she had is something that is not actually contagious. So I'm thankful that she's feeling better, but that is why the beds do not look made at all. I'm just keeping it mostly realistic. I'm not trying to make it look good. I really just wanted to come in here and deep clean the floors. I did end up cleaning the carpet cleaner the night before. Not anything major, but I just kind of wiped it out and emptied it out and then got it ready to use for today.
Even if you tried, you wouldn't understand it. Maybe something's missing inside of you. Just a bit of sugar to that horrid bitter. Maybe can sit beside you while you're going on about your simple life. Nothing left you.
So you can kind of see in a lot of these clips that I go over the floor once and then I go back over it with just the drying, because we are upstairs and I like to make sure that the floors are as dry as possible. Nothing about this machine soaks your floors, which is a really good feeling. You don't want something that's just going to absolutely drench them. It's not good, and it will never dry out the right way, and then you'll end up having damage. So you don't have to worry about it with this machine at all. It is perfect. Honestly, I feel like it lets out just the right amount of water, and then it sucks so much of it back up. So basically what I do when I'm done, the floors are still going to be damp. They're not going to be bone dry by any means. So I will just turn the fan on high and leave the room for about 30 minutes, I would say. That's what I did in the boys' room, and when I came back, it was completely dry, and so I was able to lay the rug back out again. So up close on the cleaner, you can see how when you move it forward, it even tells you that it's washing, and when you pull it back, it tells you that it's drying. And then you can also just use the setting where you click dry only. Sometimes technology and I just are not friends, and I feel like everything in the world is just too smart for me. So that's why I love this. It tells you exactly what it's doing. You don't have to guess, and it doesn't leave me feeling frustrated, and it definitely leaves my floors so clean. I will link both my carpet cleaner that I'm using here and my vacuum cleaner that I use about 1,000 times a day in the description box. They are both extremely affordable considering how well they work. If you happen to be in the market for either one of these, I promise you these are your best bet. They have completely changed the way that I clean and how quickly I can clean and how much I can clean on my own without having to hire somebody to do it. So check them out. I believe there's also like a 10% off right now if you click through the link, so it's definitely worth it. And let me know if you get one too and we can clean together.
Face the truth that maybe you're just not that nice and humble kind. That would be a lie. Go on, blow up your ego, your undenying ego. Oh, look here he goes, stepping on toes with his humble lacking everlasting ego. Oh, here he goes, here he goes, here he goes.
I did go ahead and empty out that dirty water, but then I wanted to get to these stains in the boys' carpet. So the cleaner had already run over this, but I knew they were going to be a little bit trickier. So I needed to use some spot treatment, which is this little thing right here, this attachment. And then I also have this little scrubber that can spray out water and some of the cleaner and then suck it all back up. It's like a mini version of the big one, but it also has little bristles on it that help scrub out whatever you need to scrub out. So that's what I was going to work on. I had this, and then I had another one in their closet, and the before and after was just insane and made me so happy.
You're gone now, will you coming back? Yeah, I know that, yeah, I know that. You're the traveling kind, it's a known fact. Yeah, I know that. Once you've seen all the things, all the places, I hope it means that you'll come home to me. Once you've traveled the world, all the space.
I know this is a good problem to have, but I can't even tell where those stains were. I should have marked them, but they are gone. There's one more in the boys' closet that I want to get to.
I hope I'll be your life-changing sensation. I hope I'll be something that you won't let go. I'll be your high when you fall down low. I hope I'll be your end destination.
Well, that literally took less than a minute. I do not know why I waited so long to get up that stain.
And yet so close. Yeah, I feel that. Yeah, I feel that. Yeah, you're up in space. You're inside the noise. I can feel you.
And now moving on to the bathrooms upstairs. I wanted to tackle these anyway, but I especially wanted to get them clean because my sisters and my nephew and niece are going to spend the night with us the night before we leave for Indiana because we're planning on leaving so early the next morning. So I wanted to make sure everything was clean for them to come stay. You just never know what you're going to find up here in these bathrooms. Now that I knew what these toilets probably look like underneath the little caps, I couldn't get it out of my head and I really just wanted to take them off, but I'm just going to wait until the ones come in from Amazon. I will link those too if you guys want to look at some toilet seats. Not that I can guarantee they would fit your toilet, but what I did was just measure according to the reviews and stuff. I was still nervous. I thought there's no way that it would be the right size, but it was, and it fit perfectly. And now I cannot wait to put the others on. It's probably going to be one of the first things I do when I get home. Ever since we were kids, we had the tradition of just going up north every single summer because most of our family on my mom's side lives up there. And so we have just continued that tradition even after my sisters and I have gotten married because we are so close with our cousins and it's always so much fun. So we did not go last year. They did come stay with me for a few days. So I don't know if y'all follow me over on Instagram, but I posted a little bit about that over there. And this year was a year that we definitely wanted to go up there since she's just having a brand new baby. But that was some of the most fun memories that I have looking back, was going up north and just spending time with all of my family. My grandfather and grandmother were up there too. They have both passed away, but we still have aunts and uncles and cousins and second cousins, and it's just a really fun time when we all get together. And so I'm so happy that we've continued that tradition with our kids now, and now our kids are close, which is really, really sweet. So it is an 11-hour drive pretty much from my driveway to her driveway, but we have to make several stops along the way because we have children and, we have to eat and use the restroom and all that. So I do try to make it as fast as possible, but we typically leave around 6 a.m. and then we'll get there around probably 6 or 7 p.m. if we're lucky. We'll have to see this year though. My older sister did not go with us last time, and this time she's coming, so I feel like it'll only make things easier to have one extra adult, although the kids are super easy and super great and they're used to long car rides and I know it won't be a problem. I have a bin of stuff ready for them, all kinds of stuff to keep them busy on the car ride, and of course we have tons of snacks, so I might even be more excited about it than they are. Now I'm just trying to tackle my mental checklist, which is putting all of the clothes away because I'd done several loads of laundry, and I just organized and cleaned the boys' bathroom and used some of those little bins that I had gotten from Target, and I knew I wanted to do that in the girls' bathroom too, and just a general vacuuming of everything and wiping stuff down. It always makes me feel really good to get it done and get their clothes put away. And while I was doing all this, the girls, especially, the boys were definitely helping, but the girls are just so much faster. They were running around picking things up and tidying up, also being silly and goofy and having fun, which is fine by me as long as they're helping me out a little bit.
For a second, let's forget and pretend, 'cause I just wanna hold you one last time. Hold you like we're fine, though it's over, almost over. Yeah, the final chapter's starting to end. Closing every page one by one. Soon you're at the door, then you're gone. Are you really happy alone? But you say nothing at all, nothing at all, nothing at all. I know that you have your reasons. I know I was standing here, darling, I know. But before you go, I just wanna hold you one last time. Hold you like you're mine, though it's over, almost over. For a second, let's forget and pretend. 'Cause I just wanna hold you one last time. Hold you like we're fine, though it's
Did y'all see how I basically almost dropped that whole sack of towels and washcloths? That is pretty much me in a nutshell, especially if I am having a busy day of cleaning or something where I'm supposed to be focused on something. I get so clumsy and start dropping everything or start running my foot into everything. It's just kind of what I do. The other day, kind of on accident, I pulled one of the drawers out completely because it was getting stuck. This is the girls' bathroom, and it was getting stuck. So I pulled it out, and then I looked underneath and saw where the latches just let loose. I knew that had to happen at some point because I know that I need to be painting eventually, but I didn't realize it was so easy, and it got me thinking how quick and easy it would be to paint these cabinets up here and how much I really want to do that. Also, I love these little organizers from Target. They come in like a 2, a 3, a 4-pack. They're all around $2, maybe $3. They're super easy to wipe clean because they get a lot of toothpaste stuck in them and all that, but I like to use them to organize the floss and toothpaste, and then Ava has her deodorant and brushes, and even the drawers that didn't have anything in them, I still put the organizers because it's nice to just help keep the drawers clean.
If you like what you see, come and get it with me. I know you deserve all you want. 'Cause your heart's made of gold, but don't wait till you're old. If you want it, I'll get you some. Feel your body losing up the tension. Baby, did I mention I'll be here for you? And my body show you new dimensions. Baby, did I mention this is what I do? Let it go, lose control like you're on a ride. Let me free your mind, let me free your mind.
I feel like I should note too, there's probably spots on these cabinets that it looks like I'm missing, and it probably looks like it's toothpaste, but it's actually paint, and I don't really know how or why it's on certain places on the drawers, but it is, and it's like that in the boys' bathroom too. So even more of a reason to sand these cabinets down and paint them. I just scrub it all the time and it never comes off. So it is a little bit frustrating to look at, and it always makes me think that I missed a spot, but I did not.
'Cause your heart's made of gold, but don't wait till you're old. If you want it, I'll get you some. Feel your body losing up the tension. Baby, did I mention I'll be here for you? And my body show you new dimensions. Baby, did I mention this is what I do? Let it go, lose control like you're on a ride. Let me free your mind, let me free your mind.
That little metal woman is from Hobby Lobby. I think I get asked about it every time I show either the girls or the boys' bathroom. It's so cute. And then the little organizer in front of it is from Walmart. That whole line, I think it's the Better Homes and Gardens line, or maybe not at all. I don't know, but it's really affordable and super, super cute, like very boho looking. But I'm just doing the same thing here in the girls' bathroom that I did in the boys' bathroom, just a quick wipe down of everything. Surprisingly, their bathtubs and showers, even for using them a good bit over the past few weeks, they just don't get that nasty. Maybe it's because I do stay on top of wiping them down more than I realize. But the toilets, on the other hand, get very nasty very fast, and it's lots of fun.
Aren't you tired of the drama? You use your words like they are knives. I don't need that type of drama and trying to be tough all the daytime. You try to make yourself feel better by taking me down. Once I fell, but now I'm strong. I'm ready for the rematch. Shoot me down, don't you know I get up? Yeah, baby, I will fight. No, there ain't nothing stopping me.
Here I go wiping the floors down again. Y'all are not gonna believe me that I actually do clean them thoroughly sometimes. Although I wouldn't say this is not thorough. It's just a little bit unconventional, but it works. And I had so many of those extra IKEA organizers that I decided to put some toilet paper in them and put them on the back of the toilet, and then some more underneath the cabinet. I vacuumed out the boys' bathroom, and then I vacuumed out here in the girls' bathroom, and then the camera was running and I just wasn't even really thinking. I just started going on a roll and I was running around everywhere. I vacuumed Ava's room, I vacuumed Kate's room, I started to vacuum in the playroom, and I really didn't film any of it, but at the same time, that's a lot of vacuuming to just film and show to y'all. You'd probably get bored with that after a while, but it did feel good to get all those areas vacuumed up. And then I'm popping back into my office because I really want to get this printer set up. We use this thing so much, more than I ever thought we would. I think I got it at Sam's months ago, and I just wanted to set it up. This is not permanent. I don't think the way that I have it set up is not perfect by any means, but it's functional for right now until I figure out what I want to do going forward. So I went ahead and put out my YouTube plaque too, because I am proud of that, and I almost never see it because it's either buried on my desk or hidden in a closet. And the very last thing I want to do is just wipe down these frames up in the landing area. I had noticed they were getting pretty dusty the other day, so I'm getting that done. And then just vacuuming the landing. My kids were already asleep, but it was like freshly asleep, so I wasn't too worried about waking them up. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and got tons of motivation from it. Watching it back, I feel like I got a ton done. I told Mark at the end of this day, it was probably the most productive day I've had in a really long time. Of course, I didn't film everything, but I felt really good about what I had done at the end of the day. And not that our worth is in our productivity, because it's not at all, but you know, you just want to have those days sometimes where you feel like you tackle your to-do list, and this was one of those days. So I hope that you guys are feeling motivated and encouraged, and I just appreciate y'all so much for being here. Hope y'all have a wonderful day, and I will see y'all next time. Bye guys.